Welcome, guys. Today I'm reacting to Sunny V, the vegan TikToker whose sourced them vegan teachers. Vegan teachers is a YouTuber that basically provokes for veganism. So basically a normal vegan. No, and I'm not gonna iterate it. You or everybody who actually ever met a vegan, 99.99 out of freaking 100. You actually it was a toxic experience for you. So you know this isn't any different. And the vegan booty, the blonde girl that actually is in the picture, this is the girl that it is about as I see it. And she is, well, she basically wants to sell veganism per SEX. It's basically the same thing. So yeah. And as always, like, the arguments are freaking stupid. As always, just if you ever decide to eat vegan, that's fine. Do it on your own. But be in the clear that you will freaking die out of it because of well nourishment. Yes, there are some vitamins that you need. And if you don't get them, you will basically die over a long period of time, except you actually take them. And yes, there isn't any freaking nut or anything that you can replace it with. So don't even try, please. Do yourself a favorite. And I don't mean that you should freaking eat meat every day, any day, every second you live. Do as you please. I personally eat like every 2 days, something like that, just because I personally only eat the things that I need, not the ones that I don't need. Everything else is a luxury, and I personally accept that. We're animals that actually need this to survive. We don't need a lot, but we need still some of it, so we're just gonna do it. And after I scared off vegans because of my thinking here, good, thank you. And I don't want to have anything to do with this toxic community anyway. So, but let's just go in and see what Sunny V has to say about the entire thing. And by the way, if you like my content, leave a like, spread, leave a comment, press the notification button, and show me and Sunny V some love. Good, let's just... Oh, wait. Yes, dislike. Do the same. It sparkles or does something.
Often called the vegan teacher's daughter. She thinks walking your dog is animal abuse, has been on the news for calling horses slaves, and believes it's okay fighting butchers, service workers, and even children at their birthday party. The government has banned her from living in her hometown, and her first viral video will start to show you why. The event scene behind her is the Million Paws Walk, where families meet to walk their dogs together and help raise funds for animals in need. Well, Vegan Booty called the event
the most violent thing that you could ever participate in,
protesting that every animal should be treated the way that dogs are.
Why would you love one but pay for the suffering and abuse of other animals? Pigs are in fact more intelligent than dogs.
Hypocritically, however, Vegan Booty owned a dog herself, which she tied to a leash and used it to pull her while she skated.
Yep. So can you already hear the freaking hypocriticism here? I'm gonna be honest, the dog probably didn't even mind. Because the dog itself probably was like, what? I can pull her? Fuck yeah, let's do it. That's sport for me. Probably, I don't know. I don't know what the dog thinks. I just know that my 3 dogs are actually quite happy if I show them some things, just play with them, just do stuff with them, no matter what it is, even if this is 1 or 2 chores that they just do. Basically, my dogs don't have chores, by the way. That's just something I will say. It just I make them just get something or something like that. You know, it's like the typical stuff for a dog. But yeah, there is definitely some hypocrisy. By the way, if you touch my dog, you're done. I do not pull punches if it comes to my dogs. My dogs are my freaking family. And will defend them as if they were my family.
It's pretty funny how you are protesting, yet you have a dog pulling you. Pretty hypocritical, and the hypocrisy didn't stop there, because Vegan Booty then showed up at a charity football match, disrupting 35,000 spectators because she thought her cause was way more important. In a satisfying turn of events, she was fined $1,800 for the stunt, yet this wasn't too expensive for the exposure it provided.
Would you do it all again?
Yes, 100%.
However, at around the same time, Isaac Butterfield was going viral for his anti-vegan videos, featuring Tash in the worst vegans on TikTok.
Why is your name Vegan Booty when you're running around with that? Change your name to Vegan Pancake Ass and let us all get on with our lives.
This gave Tash a chance to respond, although she was met with a brutal dislike ratio, as Isaac's audience offered their very first downvote. He'd therefore slam Vegan Booty again.
Meat's amazing, it's delicious, and guess what, bitch? I'm gonna have a big dirty steak for dinner. I hope you enjoy your broccoli, you tiny little child.
Yet with comments such as who else came from Isaac's channel, this was only helping Vegan Booty grow.
But goddammit, like, I don't even like how he said it. If you enjoy meat, okay, but for fuck's sake, it's still an animal that died for, so you can survive. Like, please show the freaking thing some respect in a way that you actually eat everything up that the animal provided, and do not throw anything away that you can eat. Eat the heart, eat the freaking liver, eat everything the animal provided. So yes, I am on this part. Like, I will still eat meat. Don't get me wrong, I will still enjoy it, but I also know, okay, I'm not gonna I'm gonna use everything that I can because, well, animal lost their life, so I can survive because I have to. If I could, I would stop, but sadly I can't.
She'd use her newly found fame to launch a vegan clothing company, spoofing the Anti-Social Social Club to instead read Anti-Animal Cruelty Club. Well, Isaac then launched his own anti-vegan social club, leading Vegan Booty to call in heavy reinforcements. She'd discuss is Isaac Butterfield's anti-vegan club responsible for this vegan phobia, with no one other than that vegan teacher.
He literally has shirts made that say anti-vegan club.
The pair became so close that they'd call it
good F vegans. Just F vegans. Or let's just say it like this. F those vegans that actually always complain, do stuff, and always get in your stuff no matter what you do. Even if you agree on some stuff, that's never enough. They're basically like freaking F-inists. Damn, I just realized it. What the fuck? Okay, good. Sorry. Yeah, so F that. F them. F them. I don't need the toxicity in my life. I just don't.
Each other family.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Hello. Hey, Mom. How you going?
However, it was obvious Vegan Booty was the crazier of the two. She began infiltrating supermarkets wearing an animal onesie before standing in the milk section, dissuading shoppers from their purchase. For obvious reasons, staff weren't too happy about this, and even after being ejected, she still yelled outside the store.
Her babies are taken away from her straight after birth, and her sons are murdered.
As a result, Tash was
For fuck's sake, I am not, well, if it gets served, I will eat, young animal meat, but if I have the choice, no, I won't eat young meat. Just because, well, let them at least, for fuck's sake, let them at least grow and have some life out of it, like some happiness before we actually inevitably have to, end it. As I said, I don't enjoy, I personally do not enjoy eating meat. I still will, because I have to. And if I have to, well, I'm also gonna spice it. And I mean, even carnivores like my dogs, I don't care if they eat meat. They have to be freaking healthy. And this is just how it is. The world isn't fair. The world is just a brutal place at some point. And if you have to, you have to.
Permanently banned from Australia's two.
But I won't kill young animals because I actually can afford it. If I couldn't, I would still hunt every single one of them. Like, don't get me wrong. If I didn't have the choice, I would. I would instantly do it because it's my survival, and my survival is more important than of other animal, as every animal acts. But no, No, if I have the choice, and we have the choice right now, we just have the choice. So I just decide not to. If somebody else does it, do it. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I only care for myself in this case. This is something I wouldn't do. Somebody else can do it. Do not care.
Main supermarkets, yet this didn't stop her protests, as vegan booty would only get worse. She'd shop at McDonald's in a much more detailed costume, being kicked out not by staff but instead this time police. Hilariously, this guy began his own protest, countering her with a legendary sign. In vegan booty's next stunt, she walked
like, oh, come on.
into KFC and poured orange paint everywhere while blasting dying animal noises for over 15 minutes. Not gonna lie, but you're incredibly selfish to the people that work at that place. All they're trying to do is do their job. I feel so sorry for the workers, while even other vegans called vegan booty out.
She is giving veganism a bad name.
People wrote about Tasha's public stunts. Instead of promoting vegans, you kind of just embarrass them, and nothing showed this better than her children's party meltdown. These two horses were clearly very well looked after, and were waiting outside a family.
Damn, they look so cute. Okay, no, it's theirs, but look at this. This is adorable, isn't it? Wow! Look at those. This is beautiful. I just like animals. I just like animals, that's all. Like, I have a really special place in my head for animals and my family, so... And basically you might say, well, this sounds like a bit... The entire family is just freaking protective of animals, no matter what. Because... and of course, if we're talking about a lion, well, that's one of this, but... If we're talking about animals that cannot really defend themselves against humans... we're pretty on it, like, just do not fuck around with anything. If we're around, we're gonna... That's just not something you want to do, let's just say it like that.
Very well looked after, and were waiting outside a family festival so kids could take a picture. Well, of course, vegan booty somehow thought it was abuse.
I just want to know who the slave owner is. Okay, that's disgusting. This is animal abuse. You know what's disgusting? Your arms hanging out of your
She tried and failed to make any decent points.
If you were in that position, would you be happy?
Although vegan booty wasn't finished there. She'd then go into the festival to find the horses again, disrupting all photos by making a public announcement.
These innocent beings are no different to our beloved dogs and cats.
They look like they're under so much stress.
This awesome dad then quickly stopped their antics.
No photos of my kids, man. Yeah, not taking photos. No, we'll just keep walking that way then. Keep walking that way.
And thankfully police were there to intervene. After posting her video to TikTok, Tash again made national news, in which they'd interview the horse's owner.
Meg Freeman owns the pony business. She says she's being bombarded with abuse by vegan protesters. Meg Freeman wants her charged.
They're like terrorists. They're not gonna...
Yep. This woman is so on freaking point. This is actually quite disgusting. And yeah, you know how I mean it. It's just so on point. And this is just, for F's sake, if people behave a certain way and they have a certain belief, they are just freaking terrorists. Yes. F them for that. F them. F every single one of them. If you're a vegan that actually just doesn't do anything, okay, good, like, do you. That's fine. But as soon as you're stepping in the freedoms of other people, you're in the wrong. And this is the toxicity that we came to accept from a lot of sides. Not just the one vegan, there are a lot of different things.
Gonna go away.
Well, only 1 week later, Vegan Booty announced, "I'll be going to court on the 13th of May as I received a summons for a restraining order from the owner of Ponies for All Occasions. Those who dislike me are triggered because I've made them realize that..."
Oh no, wait, I didn't know about that. I really hope she got her the justice was delivered. I really hope that. I doubt it though. It's still America, so I mean, it's not just there because the freaking courts are corrupt to the bone anywhere. So, I mean, maybe not like in some countries it's better than in others, but yeah.
They're animal abusers. What I'm going through right now isn't a loss. It only means we're winning.
I'm always a non-violent protester and I never harass anyone.
I don't even think...
Oh, this isn't... Did you... Oh my god, oh my freaking self. How the F... Yeah, she's delusional. You cannot look at that objectively and say you're not a freaking... that you're not... Oh, come on. Toxic as fuck, just verbally abusing people one after the other. Ugh, damn.
Think the vegan teacher is this crazy. This girl is making vegan teacher seem like an angel. At least the vegan teacher didn't have her own number plates, as this made vegan booty foolishly recognizable.
Meat and cheese smeared across her family's car. Vegan activist Tash Peterson says this cruel joke crosses the line.
People recognized her car, then threw meat bones on her driveway, yet trolls weren't the only people who showed up at her house.
I've woken up once again to the police knocking at my door, so I've been issued with another barring notice.
Controversial vegan activist is banned from every pub in her state after becoming notorious for wild stunts where she screams at innocent families.
Anything that sells alcohol, I'm not allowed into. A penalty of $10,000 applies if I break this barring notice.
The ban had come after another disgusting protest.
I wish this harshness would go against every single person who behaves like she does. Because there are a lot of kick streamers that are way worse than her and that still aren't freaking, like, getting their due diligence. Yeah.
Every hour! Animal abusers! Animal abusers! Animal abusers!
Yet vegan booty was still convinced that she'd done nothing wrong.
I don't really have a right to freedom of speech here in Australia. It's honestly pretty corrupt, if you ask me.
Her freedom of speech is just going to a restaurant and screaming like a lunatic about murder. There is a difference between speech and screaming. Your freedom of speech, our freedom to eat meat. Goodbye. She'd therefore leave Perth and spend a month protesting in Melbourne, but when she tried to fly back home, the government said she couldn't return.
The Australian police have banned me from entering into my own city.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, that's what she deserves. Yeah. I would wish that this happens to way more people that act like her. I really wish that. Because how she behaves is disgusting. It's pure disgusting, and no normal human being should deal with it. And I love it. I just love it that Australia was like, okay, get the fuck out.
If I choose to fly home, I could face a 1-year imprisonment.
Her application was rejected based on her statements made in public, and after eventually having the rejection overturned, you will not believe how awful she became. She'd go back to harassing the innocent pony business before trying to ruin the life of a hard-working chef. John Mountain owns Fire Restaurant in northern Perth, where on one unassuming night, a diner made a complaint about the lack of vegan options on the menu and was charged $32 for vegetables. Well, rather than bending the knee, John instead stated it is not a vegan restaurant, and if customers want vegan options, they should go elsewhere, announcing on their Facebook page, sadly all vegans are now banned from Fire for mental health reasons. We thank you for your understanding.
All vegans are banned. End of. No more. Never again. God help them.
Everybody loved the chef's bold move, well, except for one person known as Vegan Booty.
You have blood on your hands! You have blood on your hands! If you're not vegan, you're an animal abuser!
She showed up at the restaurant not just once but twice, blasting dying animal noises even after being ejected. Having disrupted his business multiple times, the chef understandably lost it, yet still took responsibility for the damage Tash had done.
And I'm sorry to say, Layla, I lost my cool, and I lost my cool because now it's really disrupting my business. And I could see the look on my customers' faces, my staff, they were all a little scared and a bit nervous, and I stormed out.
Sadly for Vegan Booty, however, her activism exploded the restaurant's popularity.
So far as my business is concerned, I've trebled my income. I'm now, in her words, having to murder more animals because of their actions.
Unfortunately, there was a bit of a trade-off.
I lost my partner because of this. I thought I was going to marry this woman, and she just couldn't handle the amount of attention. She's a very private person.
Yet this wasn't the only marriage that Tash's TikToks ruined. Her next target was, get this, the Bicton Veterinary Clinic, a business literally designed to help unwell animals, and Vegan Booty lost it over budgies out the front.
You're the type of vets that eat your own patients, are you?
Yeah, I do eat meat, but I don't eat dogs and I don't.
For fuck's sake, really? I cannot believe that this is acceptable. This is just disgusting behavior. Okay, yeah. I mean, on the other hand, toxic people just get away with everything. It's just so unbelievable how many things you can get away with. Just when you're just a freak of nature, and for some reason nobody can touch you. I don't get it. In my day, you would get just freaking slammed against the freaking board. Just on the ground, get slammed, and if you don't get better, well, then you get slammed again. It's that simple. But this pussy whipping around, I hate it. I hate it. Because there is an easy solution for this, even a non-violent solution. Just get her in freaking jail. There is enough damage done, I don't get it. Isn't there, the damage is done time and time again, and nobody does anything against it. For fuck's sake.
I eat cats, and I don't appreciate you pushing your agenda on my personal.
I don't appreciate you enslaving animals.
I have a dog in a cage out the back at the moment receiving treatment. Am I enslaving it?
Although it seems for the first time ever, Vegan Booty is actually facing consequences. Defamation action against Miss Tash Peterson, 17,700 raised. The vet was announcing, we are launching a civil action in the Supreme Court of Western Australia, which has conveniently been running over the last 2 months. The trial has revealed that Vegan Booty hasn't only falsified her taxable income, but she's also been able to ruin another marriage. This might explain why Fi is also suing Tash.
This is going to teach her a lesson. If she's fined that amount of money, she's going to think twice.
And while she's always stated,
I actually measure my own success by the amount of haters and criticism that I have.
It seems penalty after penalty is finally taking its toll. Her public nuisance stunts are becoming far less frequent, as most of her content now focuses on street interviews.
Do you have a moral justification for animal abuse?
Yummy.
Vegan Booty will likely never change, but maybe she's reached a decent middle ground that's respectful not just to animals, but people's lives as well.
He literally has shirts.
No, and I don't think so. She didn't change a bit. She just got punished enough where she now knows if she fucks around, continues to fuck around, she will find out even harder. And this is how you teach people like that to stand still. This is the only way. And you might say, well, that's a bit harsh. Yes, it is harsh. Why? Because how many people had to suffer because of her? Just because of her behavior. How many people had to suffer? Is this worth one person? Is this really the mental freaking health of a lot of people? Is this worth one person that's this toxic? I don't think so. It's a simple math problem. I think it's a simple math problem. Issue of this many destroyed lives? No? Okay. Fuck her. But as it is, acolytes, good night.